The travel industry is huge, it's hugely complex, and it's very competitive. And we have some 10-ton gorillas in the ring with us, in the name, with very deep pockets, such as Booking.com, Priceline, Expedia, some of whom are our partners, right? And our type of customers are very highly sought after. But in a world where we have almost conditioned the consumer to do 20 searches and look at over 38 websites before they make a booking, how on earth do we make sure that we are both the first click and the last click in that process? How do we make a splash in a very big pool? And the way I think that we do this is to think about not just serving intent. And what do I mean by that? I mean by that when a customer comes to your website or picks up the phone to you or chats to you or comments on your Facebook page, they're communicating with you. But by the time they've done that, most of the time, they will have already visited a lot of competitor websites. They will probably have clicked on your PPC ad, so you're paying Google. They'd have been through TripAdvisor, so we're probably paying TripAdvisor as well for it. So what have we got to do? We have got to serve that intent, of course, but not just serve it. We've got to get ahead of the game and create it. And just like we disrupted the guidebook space, we have to disrupt all the time in how we speak to our customers. We have to drive that intent. But it didn't just stop there. Of course, we wanted to leverage, and as I go through these, I hope you're seeing that these images are not the norm. It's not what you would expect from, a hotel imagery. It's not a bed with, perfect pillows. It's things that are messed up. It evokes that sense of naughtiness, of sexiness, of people going away and actually enjoying themselves in the hotel. So, of course, we used all this collateral, and we went online and offline. So we did the classic advertising. We did, obviously, Instagram, Facebook advertising. But we went out to our customers we reinvented the newspaper for it, and then sent them follow-ups with postcards with all these unique images. And of course, then, the consumers started coming to our website and coming to us on the phone. And at that point, we start personalizing. 3 of the boxes on our homepage are personalized using any information that we have about the customer at that point. Obviously, we have more if they've logged in and less if they don't. But we've always got something, and we try and make it different for everybody. And what I'm going to tell you now is the results of one small campaign, but it was echoed throughout the whole campaign over the last 2 months, and we're still working on it. Because we were able to send personalized emails, because we had such a lot of content, because the awards also, we'd created very different categories. So because we're Mr. and Mrs. Smith, I think only we could have the sexiest bedroom category. It's obviously the category that gets us the most press. But we have some other interesting ones, like Best Date Night Bar and Local Hotel Hero. And all of these stories we started to share with customers on email. Now, we wrote 35% more emails during this campaign than any other campaign, but we sent fewer. How does that work? What we were actually doing is writing as many personalized and as many stories as we possibly could, but personalizing it to the customers. And that meant that we didn't have to send so many, not so many brand mass marketing messages. And so people dropped out of certain core messages and only received the ones that were relevant to them. So what we had done is we'd created the intent. People had gone, wow, this is interesting. I want to come. We'd communicated then personally and relevantly to them, and we'd engaged them and converted them. That campaign saw 151% more revenue, 70% more opens, and 80% more click-through rates than any other campaign we'd done.